Hello, hello, dear viewers, friends, and all of that. Welcome back to what probably is the penultimate episode of Scorched Earth. This is TBT here, and I shouldn't need to explain what the hell we're doing here today. It's right there. So yeah, let's get right into it. If you find yourself enjoying this video, do me a solid. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all of those things that will please the algorithm gods and spread this video around the platform. It really does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Whew. Now, I'll admit, I kind of forgot where this guy was. But nonetheless, still a good find. I did find it a while back, which is why I was being cagey about everything. But yeah, we're going to tame this phoenix. And if you don't know, you tame a phoenix by doing this. Allegedly. If I don't miss.
You suck!
Which I probably will. This thing is extremely... These things are pretty damn maneuverable. There we go. Got him. I think. By the way, if you didn't know anything about the Phoenix, let's see. It's tames in progress here. Here you go. Excuse you. I want that on my map. There it is. So, yeah, if you didn't know how to tame these, you can only do it during a heat storm, because that's the only time they'll appear. So, I am risking life and limb to fight this thing, not to fight it, and I could fight it if I attack it with something other than the breath weapon. By the way, I'm pretty sure it will be able to kill me off my mount no matter what I do, but... Oh, and it has turned to ash as the heat storm ends. That's just fine, so it's right there. Which is not great. Unfortunately, what it means is we'll have to wait for another superheat. Not heat storm, but another superheat thing for it to pop up. So that may take a while. Ah! Stop TIE fightering me. By the way, if you're wondering where I got the TIE fighters, the TIE fighters. If you're wondering where I got those, the fire wyverns, the answer is simple. I got them from the last episode where we were dealing with the other wyverns while trying to get pyromanes. Yeah, I am gonna die. Yeah, that is... What I really should do is I should go home, I should bring my potions over, because I've got a few of them. So I should use that to keep myself going. Plus, I do have a couple of other tricks I can use to try and stave off the effects of this heat. But it is honestly not gonna matter when it's this bloody hot. By the way, I was being so cagey because this is a pretty rare creature. I mean, yeah, people find it and all that, but... Oh my god. Can you, like, not? You like fire. Why are you running from fire? See, I have him beat in raw speed, but he has me beat in terms of maneuverability. Oh, yeah. That was a nice chunk of... oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. If I'm gonna drop, then I'm gonna drop when I land. I said land, damn you! Am I stuck? What the hell? Why no land? There we go. It's like, damn, dude. like to get a little bit closer before I drop, just so it's a little bit easier. Yeah. But yeah, the minute the first heat storm came on, I went, oh crap, we gotta get out here. And wasted a lot more time than I care to admit. Now watch, this thing is gonna get like no levels from this. This is terrible. I genuinely don't know what the solution is to fix this, by the way, but I know there is one. Well, correction, I do not know that. If it's indeed a bug and not an intended feature. Oh my god, are you kidding? Am I just that bad? I might be that bad. Might be that trash. We're so close, and I can't get that last blast off. It's just like, nope, nope. But again, you like fire. Why you run from fire? Okay, you know what? On second thought, maybe even if I'm a being made of fire, if a plane-sized reptile came flying after me, spitting fire at me, I might still run away. Just on the grounds that this guy is like 5 times my size. Hey, we got him. I mean, he got no levels at all, but like, oh, he got a, like, let's see. I can't see. Oh, hold on. Let's find a nice place to sit down here. Thank you, as always, Sheep Stealer. And I am overburdened. Why? Okay. What do I need to get rid of? A lot of stuff, actually. Get rid of that. And that. And that. Okay. Alright, we can move. Cool. I don't know if the Phoenix will be able to move. Oh, no, he got a couple of levels. But yeah, this is the issue with these, by the way. Uh-oh. Here, let's bring you in here. And I can't run. I'm still too heavy. That. What the hell is so gosh darn heavy? Oh, that'll do it. The sulfur. Get rid of this. This. I don't want to get rid of this if I don't have to, because it's useful. Alright. Hopefully that does not cause a problem. Yeah, as you can see, as the icon is orange, so this thing is genderless, so you can't breed them. What? Huh? I'm sorry, what? Huh? What? Explain? They couldn't... Is that because of... Okay. I need a minute here. This right here, this may not seem like a lot if you've never tamed this creature on Ark Survival Evolved. But if you have... But if you haven't... Or, I'm sorry, if you haven't... this means nothing to you. If you have... This is a big deal. Because this is the main drawback of the Phoenix before. It couldn't land. So to see it on the ground... Oh my god, it can walk. It can walk. It walks! Oh! Oh my god, that's incredible. Oh man. Ha 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 ha. Oh dear. Oh, that's right. That's what we needed this for. So yeah, that, as you can actually see, even with just this layout, it's actually not got bad stats. But this is part of the reason why some people claim this bird is weak. At least I assume so. I'll have to double check to see if that's a glitch that can be fixed or if it's intended gameplay, because if it is, then it essentially necessitates the trap. It necessitates the use of the trap. And I'm not sure 100% how I feel about that. But yeah, this is the legendary creature, the legendary being that inhabits the Ark. The Scorched Earth Ark is this guy. There's always a couple, right? There's like, only 3 of these can be on the map at a time. In Island, it was the Giganotosaurus and the Titanosaurus. On this one, it is the Titanosaurus again, and this guy. Or this thing, we don't need this. I have no idea. There's stuff I don't want to drop, but, whatever, I don't want to put points into weight either. I will just drop this nonsense. Put that in your inventory as well. Oh my, now it gets a good amount of HP. And the heat storm is still going. This is a fairly long heat storm. But I see some volunteer dead folks over there. You can see this thing actually has pretty good stamina. And it would have had even better if I hadn't been... I'm just gonna try and lose some weight a little bit. So let's say you come over here and you want to do this. So we have now set that guy on fire with the left click. Well, how much damage did that do? Well, it did about 40, so not much. What about right click? What does that do? Oh, that's the flame ball. So this guy is about damage over time, by the way. That's what he does. So his attacks are not very powerful yet. What does this do? Okay, my attacks actually hurt a lot more on this guy. Is it because I'm getting headshots? Okay, you can actually harvest. I didn't know this. You can harvest quite a bit from him. Or with him. And this is something you can't even do with the Pyromane. Like, you can't get flint or anything else like that. At least not that I've seen. Okay, so they gave it the featherlight sounds. What they did, basically, if you notice they changed its look, they basically made a featherlight out of it. Or made it into a featherlight kind of thing, which is fine, because the featherlight was originally, if I'm not mistaken, based on the Phoenix's design, so... But I am so glad these things land now. They can't really run. Okay, that attack harvests stone, too, so that's good. So that's what C does. I don't really have a need for stone, so... Yeah, I'm learning about some of the abilities this thing has, too, just FYI. I really wish it had the helpful UI. Okay, if you hold right-click, it will shoot the, Yeah, if you hold right-click, it will shoot the... Hey, the heat storm's finally over. Yeah, if you hold right-click, it will do the, Okay, never mind. No, I'm wrong. So it doesn't matter if you hold it or not. That fire lasts a hot minute. No pun intended. So yeah, not the strongest creature, but all the same a very useful one. X does nothing, control does nothing. Of all times now, of course. Sir, that is, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not authorizing that activity. So this is a 165 Phoenix. And I do only 3 points more damage than this Carno. Man, this thing goes through sulfur like nobody's business. Okay, you've noticed my damage actually went up quite substantially there. It went from 41 to like 80. So, whoa, hi, hello. Now it's back to 47. What? Must have been headshots. Oh no, you broke my leg. Whatever will I do? Okay, we're gonna head out over here. A little bit. Wow, this thing does get a lot of stamina, though. Okay, I don't think we need more cooked meat. I'm gonna dispense with that. It would be nice if this thing was faster. I do think that would... Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted. So. What? Oh. You don't want to do that. love how sleek. I wish the feathers were a little bit more flamey, but notice this. They ignite when it lifts off the ground. That's so cool. Also, by the way, this thing poops silica pearls. Just as an added bonus. Yeah, so this thing harvests metal quite well. And on top of that, it will cook the metal for you. So this is honestly just a very good creature. But again, I was going to amend the rule for it to pop up on Aberration, but I just don't think so. Now that I'm sitting here debating it in my head, it's like, I could do it, but why? When I could just save that for Extinction, right? Now, it does not get a weight reduction to metal, by the way. I don't think it gets a weight reduction to anything, so... Not the most damaging creature, but it really doesn't need to be. Like, this thing just has so many things that it's useful, that it does well. Although, I imagine if you got a really good one, it would have some pretty good damage to go along with that. Like, it would be able to match that. But you can see right there, we got 428 metal out of that, and it's already smelting it. I believe it does so faster than a normal furnace does, like a normal thing. Indigo Ankylosaurus, huh? But, yeah, this is the thing I really wanted to do, and this is what I was being so cagey about the last 2-3 episodes, I think it was. And, I'm pretty happy with this find. Hello, sir? This Doedicurus is just like, man, how did I get into the... I'm sure you're wondering how I got into this situation. Also, if you check the dossier, what the hell? What is going on down there? God damn it. Just another stupid raptor. Oh. Would appear that the problem has been dealt with then. You can see we're actually up to a decent amount of mutations on our Phaseolasuchus and on our Thylas as well, so progress has been made there. Unfortunately, it has kind of hit a slump, so... Yeah, you can see I hatched one of the fire wyvern eggs that I got, so... Take these off your hands, buddy. The fact that this thing can land, I can't emphasize enough how much more useful that makes it. Just how much more useful, how much more fun. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. The flame effects are a little bit funky, but, you know, as a general rule, this is an improvement. You're kidding me. Also, by the way, as you can see here, we've made further progress on the Facilasuchus. I just need to choose which one I'm going to go with, because I've got 2 options. I've got 8 health mutations and 3 melee, or 4 melee and 7 health. Probably gonna go with the former here, if only because I really want more of the, I really want more health mutations. I'm sorry, I really want more melee. Wow! Man, I'm just kind of not thinking when I talk, and it's causing weird things to happen. I will say the extra claws, like the spikes on the feet, plus the black eyes, are just utterly horrifying. But I really like that they took the time to give this thing the ability to land. Because that... Them's is good moves. Very good moves. So let's see, we got my other Wyvern here. We got my lightning one that I used. Yeah, we can kind of treat this whole nook like the Wyvern, just the Wyvern roost. Unfortunately, no males at least that I've seen. Although I did get this guy right here, this red one, really pretty, 135. Really pretty. But yeah, so that is the last thing I really wanted to get done before we go fight the Manticore. Now that we've tamed that, I can sit back and just focus on breeding until we get to the big boss fight. And that is going to do it for this episode. Once again, if you enjoyed it, do me a solid, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. All of those things that please the algorithm gods and spread this video around the platform. It really does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. But this has been TBT. I'm signing off, and I'll catch you lovely people on the next and probably final episode of Ark Survival Ascended here on Scorched Earth. Oh, and if you're wondering why I won't go, whether or not I'm going to tame the Oasasaur to revive my RG and my Jerboa, I'm thinking about it. I might, but honestly, that depends on when I record the Manticore boss fight, because that would have to be afterwards. It may also depend on how the Manticore fight goes. Also, I respect the Phoenix for not setting my house on fire. Anyway, catch you guys later.